It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer. Today we've got a beer from Hackney Church Brewing Company, and this is a can, the Kirchenbier Ma. It's a lager coming in at 5.9% ABV. Now, Hackney Church, really interesting brewery. I was there just a couple of weeks ago, and I asked them a question about lager, and they brew quite a lot of lager, but specifically like European lager, some Czech lager, some German lager. And their answer was very simple to me. It was like, why not? German lager is some of the best lager in the world, which I completely agree with. It was just nice to ask the question whilst I was there. So you'll get a lot of German style lagers at Hackney Church Brewing Company if you want to go and enjoy their beer. Now, in case you're watching this in the future, always stop and start again if you get a beer like that, because when it starts pouring wrong, it never stops pouring wrong. There we go. Just slow it down. There we are. Right. 2025, if you're watching this many years in the future, it may not be that anymore, but they have £3.50 pints in Hackney Church's tap room on a Thursday, which is really cool, I think. Their tap room's amazing as well, really, really nice place. We got a 1 to 2 finger, slightly off-white head, good levels of carbonation in the beer. It's amber. It's supposed to be amber. This Marzen style beer is generally amber in colour. A little bit of haze in there. It looks good. We'll talk about Marzen in a moment, but I want to get the aroma on the beer first and foremost. Yes, they're really good at it. Hackney Church Brewing Company are really good at brewing European style beer, European lagers, Weizen beers, just great at it. This Marzen has got a fantastic aroma. It's all the kind of nuttiness and biscuitiness you would expect from a beer with this colour, really, that kind of darker malt, that kind of red husk malt that they've used here. A little bit of spicy pepperiness in there too. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Really nice, really lovely. A good kind of creamy, rich mouthfeel on this one. A little bit of carbonation pushing that beer on the inside of the mouth, but it's quite creamy, it's quite rich. It's 5.9% ABV. You're going to get that from that ABV in the beer. Once a beer gets kind of towards 6% ABV, you're going to start feeling that biscuitiness, feeling that kind of that malt coming through, because there's a lot of it to get it to 5.9, 6% ABV. but tremendous. So how did we get here? Marzen. What is Marzen? Marzen is a style of beer that is brewed in March, typically brewed in March, but released during the Oktoberfest season of, well, it's September in Oktoberfest. You can see the kind of Oktoberfest stuff going on the can here. That blue and white check is typical Oktoberfest stuff going on. And the reason why they used to brew it in March was then they would store it over the summer months and it would be ready for October, for September, kind of October time, for when Oktoberfest is. And for me, you do get different colour Marzens, you do, but generally, I would say the general rule is Marzen is more of a kind of a richer, darker looking beer. They generally use a darker malt in the beer. But you can, as I said, you can get lighter. I've seen pale coloured Marzens on the rare occasion, but they generally look like this. So I hope I've explained Marzen a little bit to you. It was something to do with they couldn't brew lager over the summer months, so they would brew the beer in March and then they would lager it in cold storage with ice over the summer months in caves and then release it in September, October. But they couldn't brew these beers in the summer months. It was far too hot to produce lager in the summer months. So that was, I mean, modern technology now, you can brew this beer all year round. But back then, the reason for this style was that, yeah, they couldn't brew it in the summer months. So they brewed it in March, ready for autumn. That was a bit long-winded, wasn't it? But a really, really cracking beer, this. Really, really cracking beer. There's a little bit of stinging nettle on the back end. There's a little kind of peppery spiciness. There's a nice biting, bitter finish to it. It's got that cracking sweet malt beginning to it. It's slightly nutty, it's slightly biscuity. Carbonation pushes the beer on the inside of the mouth, releases more of that flavour. I love that. Love that saying on this channel. And it's all round, it's a well-balanced beer. Sweet over here with the malt, bitter over here from the hops. Yeah, it's a cracker, this, a real cracker. And again, if you want to try a pretty decent British brewed German style beer, then head to Hackney Church. They generally got one on. Or order some of their beer online. Pardon me. So I'm ready to rate this. Our homage to the spirit of Oktoberfest, this finely crafted Marzen beer captures the vibrant hues of autumn in its captivating orange amber pour. As you crack open the can even, my eyes are not what they were. A symphony of rich malty aromas greets your senses, inviting you to delve into a time-honoured brewing heritage. Robust yet elegant German Munich malt comes to the fore, harmoniously intertwining with a moderate noble hop bitterness to create a clean, balanced lager. Proust. Yeah, I like it. I really like it. Been there, brewed with them. Fantastic time. Really, really good. This is a great Marzen. It really is. I like it enough to give it a Stone the Crows 9 out of 10. 9 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.